What's up, Dragon Brood? So we're going to try something very different today. We're going to do a Rakdos Aggro list. And it's not going to look like any of the others we put together before. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we're at least going to give it a shot and see if it works. Now, as usual, before we get into this, I want to hop right into the deck. But before we do, remember to please like this video because that helps us get in front of more people. Hit the subscribe button because that lets me know that you appreciate these crazy experiments I'm doing. And hit the subscription bell because that lets you know every time I have one of these wacky experiments up. So let's go hop in and immediately just take a look at this deck. Alright, so hopping right into here, we do have to make concessions to try to deal with the Omnath list when we run into them. So we are going to put some thought into that. And that kind of brings us to our first couple of cards here, which are the Blood Chief's Thirst, which is a good way to just remove some early Cobras, as are the Spike-filled Hazards, but they do work against a lot of other cards as well. We're playing two Heartless Axe, not great against the mono green decks, but they have a bunch of stuff with counters on them, but it does work against most of the other decks pretty well. Playing a couple of Null Priests of Oblivion, don't know how good this is going to be yet, but the idea is that we'll be able to recur some of our other creatures later that are actually pretty strong. If not, it can be a finisher since it has Menace. We are playing the Skyclave Shade, which just keeps coming back from the graveyard. Just kind of want to experiment with this card and see how good it is. Kargan Intimidator, hard to block. You've seen it in some of my other lists. We're playing Robber of the Rich because, well, it's Robber of the Rich. And it has haste. Could get us access to extra cards, especially because of all the modal DFCs now. But it does actually count as technically a party member, which does come into play later. Nighthawk Scavenger, just all around quality card for this list. Bonecrusher Giant, mostly going to be used as removal, but it is a 4/3 body. And Lurrus. Now, I know you look at Lurrus and say, but you can't get back the Scavenger, you can't get back the Bonecrusher Giant, but you know, you can get back Intimidators that could be unblockable, possibly a Shade in a pinch. You can get back the Null Priest, casting it, paying the kicker, which lets you get something bigger back as well, so you can kind of keep cycling that. So we're kind of going to see how these mini combos work out. Also playing Rankle, just because it's a quality card here, and playing some Ember Cleaves as our finisher and a couple of Zagras, which is good for punching through the last few points of damage. Also gives everything else Death Touch, which is pretty sweet. Pretty often in this list, we're going to be able to play it for 4, if not for 3 when we're lucky. So, we'll see how it goes. Then the rest are just lands or land replacements. Shatterskull Smashing, Agadeem's Awakening, Swamps, Mountains, Temple of Malice. Don't know if it's any good, but let's go into the arena and find out. This is a tough one. I feel like we have to keep this. But we're not doing a ton here. Okay. You know what? Man, we actually need a second black mana is what we really need for this to really kind of pop off the way we want. But we're going to keep it. And I'm actually just going to put the Spike-filled Hazard into play tapped here. Mostly because if they do play something with small toughness, I can just kill it with the Bonecrusher Giant. Oh, look, we got rewarded there. Alright, Kargan Intimidator, you're up. Or the opponent's not going to do anything here. This is a tough one, right? Because they're playing Cobra. We'll see. Scavenging Ooze. Alright. Would have liked the black land. I guess we're kind of incentivized to just shoot the Ooze. A lot of things will be dying during the course of this game. The only good side is like putting this into play tap gives us 4 mana to use next turn, so we could cast something and make the Intimidator unblockable. So I think that's what we're going to do. Get in there for 3. Really looking for a black land here. That would be excellent. Alright, Ooze gets to eat something. Which we are okay with that. There is the black land we requested. Thank you, deck. The other good thing about the Nighthawk is, especially against the green decks, if they have any type of effects that would fight, it actually gives you the benefit of being able to still kill something. And now we're 1 mana away, really, from getting to cycle these Null Priests. So we'll be able to Null Priest into getting stuff like Scavenger Hawk, or Nighthawk Scavenger. Scavenger Hawk. That's a whole different type of bird. So they can't just outright fight. So if they have like a ram through, that does work. Interesting. The opponent wants to see if we'll block. If I feel like if we block, then they ram through. Nah. Let's make them spend resources to kill it. I mean, because we could block and they would ram through, but if they're going to do it, they're going to do it anyway. All right. Oh, that was the thing we weren't expecting to draw. How much damage can we survive next turn? So let's say you pump Surfarin +3 if you have a Primal Might fighting our Intimidator. So then you would attack for 6. Then another 5. No, actually you attack for more than that. You attack for 8 plus another 5 is 13. We'd be at 1. Well, we're going to gain life from the Nighthawk here too. Ooh, that's tough. I don't know. I sort of want to just... Man. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make this not block. And then I'm going to attack. Play this here Bonecrusher Giant. And then I'm going to put this into play tap. I considered using that to kill Surfarin, but I feel like we're better served that if we draw land, we can go ahead and play a Null Priest. If not, maybe we can try to get a little lucky and just Embercleave out the opponent next turn. Because there's a scenario where if they like fight the giant, they take 2 from the giant because they target it. Then they come in. Okay, there's the Primal Might there. So we expected that was going to be a thing. Well, that's going to be it, actually. Because we have to block. Because unfortunately that makes that 11, which we don't love. But it's what we got to do. So we'll take 7. Oh no! That's not cool. Well, let's say this. Like, we would make this a 4, right? And then we would gain 8. So we go to 16. They wouldn't kill us. I mean, all of our plans didn't really work out here, but this isn't the worst situation to be caught in. And now, even if they have a Gem Razor, it gets rid of the Embercleave. They can then block with a 5/5. Yep. But then we clear their board, and then we play another Nighthawk. Yeah, you can't attack opponent. That's just crazy. All right, so this is even better. So we'll attack. Opponent has to block. Then we'll play this with Kicker. And we'll get back Scavenger. And with all the life gain, it's just really hard for them to race us. Well, and then there's bonus. All right. All right, we're going to keep this. We are on the draw. Ooh, a Hellhound. That's not what we want to see here. It's Sort of feel like this is one of those matchups where smashing would be able to pick off a couple of things, but not really going to take that risk. I'm just going to take some damage here. We're going to go ahead and off this little guy. All right. Brushfire Elemental. Yeah, we have to. I was debating if I was going to and just play a creature instead, because I was thinking I could just play Kargan Intimidator and then block it, but didn't want to really risk it unnecessarily. All right, there's a Rada, which is definitely a thing. Let's see what we got up here. We'd actually get to see what this works like. It would be kind of nice. It's not really any good here, though, but we'll see. Kind of want to experiment, so I'm just going to leave it up there so we can draw it. Well, the opponent hit their 4th land, and us without a quality removal card. This is where we're going to probably get deservedly punished. Nope. We'll just take our 3. Though, you know, in all reality, I probably should have been trying to get to a lifelink thing of some sort. That seems smarter. What if... You know what? Let's see if we can race. I don't know. Unfortunately, we can't play land out of the opponent's hand, but we do get access to a Bone Crusher Giant, potentially, unless both of these Robbers of the Rich die. So that's good to know, though. Alright, we're going to take it. Embercleave up. Alright, question is, can we do enough to kill the opponent here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only have access to 9. Well, never mind. I was about to say without an Embercleave of our own, but we found another way to solve that problem. Kind of wish I'd had a Skyclave in play now. We will have each player discard a card. And each player sacrifice a creature. So discard. We're going to discard this Shade since we have the opportunity to get it back. And then I'm going to get one of these Robbers of the Rich. And hopefully they don't have something as simple as Robber of the Rich. Actually, we die too if they have a Brushfire Elemental, right? Because, well, that's 4. If they have a land, we die. Do we gamble and just put this in so we can pick off a Brushfire Elemental? But the thing is, that puts us at 2, and then we can't. Dang it. Man, I want to, but we can't. Oh, that means more things can kill us. Oh, what are these 2 cards? This is so close. Are we dead? Looks like not, because they didn't just throw a creature down that's coming after us. Alright, we're not dead, though. We're not dead. This can get back 1 thing. Do we have something with haste? We do. We have a Robber of the Rich. So we could do this. Alright, so we can go to 2. Do this for 2. Right? And just return Robber of the Rich? Yeah, just 1. That's all we get. But that'll get us there. Whoa, that was a close one. Okay, definitely keeping this. It's not super explosive or anything, but it's just all around solid, so no reason not to keep it. We'll keep that. It's a land effectively, which helps. Our opponent's coming with the Cobra. Then here, I think we're just going to go ahead and Blood Chief the Cobra. Then hopefully draw a second removal card. Or a red land. Untap red land to be able to kill a repeat Cobra. Because that's usually what happens here. Or that thing. That's not going to do it. Well, now it's where it starts getting difficult. Alright. Let's see what they've got. And because even if they do play Omnath here, if we get an untapped land, we can play Rankle, give up our Kargan Intimidator. Okay, this is actually a little better even, depending on what land situation they have. Okay. Gives them 2 cards in the yard. I feel like we can mostly navigate this situation. Oh, we're just short on lands. Yep, why not? And then we'll pump. God, this is another case. If we just hit a land there, the game's totally different. Because we wouldn't be able to get rid of the Caryatid. We'd have cost them a card in hand. Now it's just going to be real tough. Because here comes an ultimatum. Oh, nope, just an Uro, actually. Alright, well, Deck, we got a second chance at life. What are you going to do for us? Alright, you're making us do this the hard way. I guess beggars can't be choosers. I mean, here, we just attack. And if they block something, then we just don't use the sacrifice thing, but we're going to give up a creature either way. Oh, didn't see that coming. Now, that's still not awful. We're okay with that. Do we want to make them discard? Hold on. Because they've got 4 cards. That would be 5, 6. They can get an Uro back. Then we can make them sacrifice the Uro. So we don't greatly care. We could actually play 2 creatures. They'd be able to 1, 2, 3, 4 get an Uro. If they had another land, they'd be able to get Uro and something on the table. This is actually much closer than it seems. I am going to do nothing. I'm just going to make it harder on them. Like, if all you have is that, then we're just going to make you deal with it. Because we've got flyers that they generally can't do anything about. So, if we get another land, we'll just get in there. Yep. Alright, let's see what we're doing. Is it a 3rd Uro? I could see that being a thing. No, we're just going to copy our Bone Crusher Giant. That's reasonable. So we can Cleric. Robber. The plan here would be to sacrifice the Robber, keep the Cleric. Then they get Uro back, though we could kill Uro, or we could consider just coming over the top. One, two, three, four, five. I don't think we do. I think we just do this. How many cards do they have? They're down to 2 cards. Nah, let's just do this. I was hoping we draw a land. Well, if they did and they ultimatum, so be it. Though they have a white land, so they can't ultimatum, actually. They're 2 lands away from doing that. Well, now we're set up for Zagreus to come into play. Alright, there's a Kinrith. Sure. Alright, so we'll just block Kinrith. Where are we at? Come on, deck. Let's do it to it. Oh, well, that's late. That's not at all what we want. I could have used a land there. We gave ourselves plenty of opportunity. It just did not happen. Alright. I mean, we're dead, so... I mean, unless we just stayed to block completely, so... Just got behind on land. Couldn't make it happen. Alright, this one's one we're keeping. Uh-oh. I have a feeling that's going to be bad for us. Yeah, well, unfortunately, we got to keep that. Alright, is this some type of, like, Winota shenanigans? What's going on here? Alright, well, we will kill that, I guess. Alright, this will come into play tapped. I mean, we'll do what we can. This looks like just some mono-white life gain thing. The good news is we do have Embercleave, so it's one of the few things we're going to be able to do to race, but not great. We will keep that. Fortunately, there's an enchantment and creatures in the graveyard. Alright, Elspeth, sure. I mean, that's some life, but that doesn't necessarily hurt anything. No blocks. Trading 3 for 3 plus is totally fine here. We'll go ahead and take out Elspeth. I think it's worth taking some damage here. Go ahead and play this. Play this. Alright. So at least with the Embercleave, I feel like we have somewhat of an equalizer here. Glass casket. No. Oh well. I'm pretty sure that thing's gonna be big. So we're willing to put all that at risk. Seems fair. And that is a good pickup. Do I just want to do this for the sake of doing it? Yeah, because I can't see a way we're going to need this later. I mean, it's just Nighthawk or no at this point. And the opponent's had a ton of life. Alright, there's Linden. Sure. We will block. Ooh, Heartless Act does not work the way we want it to here. Though we can kill Linden, which is kind of nice. I was kind of hoping it would be a land, because then we could play Embercleave and get Double Strike and pick something off, which would have been pretty sweet. But that is not what happened here. So I'm going to do the only thing I think we can do. Alright, let's see what happens. Luris. That's annoying. But fine. Not a lot we can do about it. Uh, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. But we can't kill anything small because they're all protected, so we kind of have to just do this, which sucks. Yep. And we'll take our damage. Reasonable. Not what we're looking for, but you'll do. I need to be able to kill Linden here. But the problem is taking 16, we just die. Alright, so we'll take 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, we need to draw Blood Chief's Thirst. That's what we need. Yep, because that's going to shrink our Nighthawk now. Yeah, it looks like I'm just going to have to save the Nighthawk to block next turn, unfortunately. Alright. Seems reasonable. Alright, we'll block. Take her damage. Ugh, took long enough. Jeez. Oh, wait. That thing still costs 2. All right. Weathering a storm here. Whew. I don't even know. I think we're going to keep the Spikefield Hazard in hand. Okay, that is a thing. We're back on this now. Though it's much more manageable at this point, so we don't fear it nearly as much. All right, we got a 2-turn clock. Obviously, they'll gain some life along the way, but we'll take it. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 puts us at 7. Oh, no. It's not what we wanted to draw here. Now, here's an amusing thing. If the opponent only draws or gains 1 life here, we will kill them because of the spike field hazard. Okay. I think that does it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're at 18. That's fine. Nope. Insurance, but we don't need it. Wow. Wow. This was so good. Heck of a component gained like 50. Oh no! I used the wrong thing. I clicked the wrong button. I had the win and I clicked the wrong thing. Oh no. Don't let me die like this, deck. Okay, they don't have anything anyway. We're fine. Oh, that's so funny. I almost cost myself. Good game. That was a great game, actually. Whoa. Whoa. Okay, we'll keep this. Let's get rid of this Null Priest, I think. Alright, let's see what we can do. We have a couple early removal cards. We both mulligan to 6. Let's see what happens. Opening with black mana. Not too many decks are doing that these days. We may have an advantage since we have 2 temples here. I'm going to toss that. We've got 3 more, and I don't know when we're going to be in a situation to play those, especially with the opponent being on, I'm assuming, some type of instant speed removal. Alright, so this is what we're doing. Fair enough. We have things we can do. Come on, opponent. What are we doing? You're only playing rogues. It's not that bad. Come on. All right. Guess I had to decide what to do with their mana there. It's funny that those both flipped in my yard and I can play those here, but I'm going to pass. I'll go ahead and kill Thieves Guild Enforcer. Could get in a weird situation where we both have Nighthawks or whatever. Nope. No dual Nighthawk action here. So they've obviously got mana up for a counter, which is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. Sort of feel like I need to put them to the test, though. If they have it, they have it. This costs 3, so I was like, okay, it had to be Lofty Denial. It literally had to be Lofty Denial if they had it. Because Drown in the Lock wasn't going to be enough. However, now Drown in the Lock is enough. That's unfortunate. That's going to end up going to our graveyard. But we're going to go ahead and play this. Oh, they're out of counters. All right, that's good to know. Unless they just drew one. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What do we do here? 5 cards in the yard. But they didn't have a counter last time. What are they waiting to do? Alright, Rankle? No? Really? What's even happening right now? You didn't have a creature removal. You don't have a spell counter. I don't know what's happening. I for real don't know. All right, we're gonna each sacrifice a creature. I mean, each discard a card. I mean, sure. We'll just take all the options. We'll discard this thing. And I'm only doing this because it keeps them from playing the big 4/4, whatever, Zareth, whatever his name is. So they can't start stealing stuff out of our yard. Though I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing, because then we still get them to sack it with Rankle or whatever. But here, if we get a land, since we know they don't have a way to kill stuff or whatever, well, that didn't really work out. I was thinking we can get a land, then we play Lurrus, get something out of the yard, but that's obviously not happening. Alright, sure. You can have all the cards in my yard you want, opponent. We don't mind one bit. Okay. We will... Actually, hold on. What do we have in the yard before I do this? Okay. Okay. Kill one. Lurrus. We're gonna attack. I'm gonna do nothing here. I'm gonna put this into play. I mean, I'm not interested in blocking. I mean, that does nothing for me here. Yep, that'll do it. Ooh, well, y'all, that was a fun run there. Not how I thought that would play out at all, but it was very cool. And that game against the life gain deck was sick. I was actually pretty excited we won that one. Because, I don't know, I think the opponent seriously gained, like, had to be 40 life or so during that game from all those triggers. But, man, that was hot. So, that makes me feel good that the deck's on the right path. It can handle a lot of stuff. We dealt with the mono green decks well. We dealt with the Rogues deck, though they were a little light on mana, so kind of hard to tell how that would have played out otherwise. But, you know, we beat a Gruul deck, did pretty well. I think one of them was like a landfall deck or something there. So we saw a variety of stuff and we held our own. I would say this probably plays a little bit better as a best of 3 deck, but yeah, if you're just a best of 1 player, this can hold its own. There's a lot of tough decisions, and I know there's cards that you look at and say like, well, you know, maybe the priest that's getting stuff out of the graveyard isn't that great, but it did come in and play handy a couple of times and did exactly what we needed it to do. So can't be too mad at it, honestly. It's pretty neat. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think. This is the first version of Rakdos Aggro I've seen that really seems like it's got some play. If y'all are trying other stuff, let me know down in the comments. I'm pretty curious to see what cards people are trying out right now. Because there's some I considered that didn't put in, so it'd be kind of curious to see how y'all are having success with different stuff. Also remember, you'll be able to get this deck list down in the description below. And we also have links to my Twitch channel, our Discord, my merchandise actually. If you would like to support me here, because I could use it, you can actually get a little something for yourself checking out the merchandise store. And that's all I have for you for now. Please remember to subscribe. Please, please, pretty please. We'll see you next time.